Good morning, students, and greetings to all of you. I am Leena Miss. And children, today we are going to travel to the world of grammar. Before starting with the very first lesson, I would like to tell you something about grammar. Grammar is a very interesting subject. It is a very easy subject and you will really love it. So today, I am going to start with a very common lesson, subject and predicate. A sentence can be divided into two parts, a subject and a predicate. I repeat, a sentence can be divided into two parts, a subject and a predicate. Now, what means subject? Subject either is the name of a person, a place, animal, or a thing. What means subject? The subject is either the name of a person, place, animal, or a thing. And what means predicate? Predicate means it tells you something about the subject, what the subject is doing. For example, just look into the book, read the sentences. Now, I told you a sentence can be divided into two parts, the subject and the predicate. Now, here, the first sentence, the king lived in a palace. Your subject would be the king. What is the king doing? In the predicate, it is telling you that the king is living in a palace. So here, the king, the subject, what the subject is doing? The subject that is in the predicate, it is living in the palace. Now you take your second sentence. The children were playing with a bat. I repeat your second example. The children were playing with a bat. Here the children is the subject. What are the children doing? They are playing with a bat. In the predicate, they are playing with a bat. Your third one. Nagpur is famous for oranges. Third one, your sentence is Nagpur is famous for oranges. Your subject would be Nagpur. What is Nagpur famous for? Nagpur is famous for oranges. So the subject is telling you that the subject is famous for oranges. Your fourth example, apples are red in color. I repeat, apples are red in color. So here apples, they are called as a subject. And in the predicate, it is telling you that they are red in color. And you have your fifth one, rose. Rose is a beautiful flower. I repeat, rose is a beautiful flower. So your subject would be rose and your predicate would be is a beautiful flower. Now I told you a subject is either a person. The king is a person. The children are also person. Nagpur is a place. Apples are things. And rose is also a thing. So you have a sentence can be divided into two parts, a subject and a predicate. The subject, predicate, it tells you what the subject is doing. I'll give you some more examples, students, so you can learn it properly. Your first example, the lion roared at me. The lion roared at me. Your subject is the lion. Your predicate is, what is the lion doing? Roared at me. So your predicate tells you that the lion is roaring at me. Now take your second one. Angela wants a new bag. Your second sentence is, Angela wants a new bag. Which is your subject? Angela. Angela remains your subject. And what she wants? She wants a new bag. So the predicate is telling you that this girl wants a new bag. Third one. King Solomon was a wise king. I repeat your third sentence. King Solomon was a wise king. King Solomon is your subject. And what is he? He is a wise king. The predicate tells you the quality of the king, that he is a wise king. Your fourth example. The children were playing in a garden. I repeat, the children were playing in a garden. The children remains your subject And what are the children doing in the garden? What are the children doing? The children are playing in the garden. The predicate tells you that the children are playing in a garden. Now, here is a different example for you. What frightened you? What frightened becomes your predicate and you becomes your subject. So not necessary that every time in a sentence you have a subject and then you have a predicate. It can come this way also. First you have a predicate and then you have a subject. So what frightened remains a predicate and your subject gives you the answer of you. Take your sixth one. Diamond is a precious stone. Now diamond, this is a subject. What is a precious stone? The diamond is a precious stone. Is a precious stone remains a predicate. The garden looks beautiful. The garden remains the subject. What looks beautiful? The garden looks beautiful. Now take the eighth one. Mumbai is a huge city. Your subject is Mumbai. What is Mumbai? It is a huge city. The predicate tells you that. The subject, that Mumbai, your predicate tells you that it's a huge city. Ninth sentence. Aunt Molly is my close neighbor. I repeat, Aunt Molly is my close neighbor. Aunt Molly remains the subject, is my close neighbor remains your predicate. So here it is talking about Aunt Molly, that Aunt Molly is a close neighbor. Take your 10th one. Down fell the sweets. Now, down fell remains your predicate and the sweet remains your subject. The sweet remains your subject and down fell remains your predicate. Now 11th one. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Your subject remains your Humpty Dumpty and your predicate remains your sat on a wall. What is Humpty Dumpty doing? Sitting on a wall. Now your 12th one. A simple life the farmer lived. The farmer becomes your subject and a simple life lived. Lived a simple life means predicate. A simple life the farmer lived. The farmer remains your subject and lived a simple life remains your predicate. Children, I hope you have understood the subject and predicate. I will be giving you the notes in the WhatsApp.